Hi everybody, Sharon here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Jackbox Party Pack 5, grabbing the Audience Victim Achievement. This is going to be done in a game of Split the Room. It is to lose a game to the audience. So what you have to do is you are going to need 4 people for this, but before you get any players in, head into your settings, make sure audience is turned on, and set max players to 3. That way, once you fill up the room, any remaining players can be the audience, which is going to be our 4th. So on your browser, you should have 3 browsers/devices as your players, and then a 4th as your audience member who you are going to feed all of the points to. So your setup should look a little something like this. So once that's all squared away, hit everybody's in. You should have 3 players and 1 fishbowl representing the audience member with a 1 next to it. Once you start the game, you're going to get the prompts. Make sure you pick something like some gibberish or something you can distinguish from whatever the audience members are going to get. So just submit that for the 3 players. On the audience member, you're going to get 3 predetermined faces. Just pick one of those. Whenever the audience member's choice gets selected, what you want to do is you want to make sure it scores as a split. So whether it be a 1-2 or a 2-1. You also want to make sure you cast your vote when there is the least amount of time left on the clock. So start punching it in once you are about 7 or less seconds in. So as you can see, we are back on our browsers. We are going to do yes, yes, no, a 2-1 majority. But as long as it's a split, it should give you the most points possible. And if you killed the time on the timer, you get a time bonus, which should maximize your point efficiency for the audience. As for the other players, once it's their turn to get their phrase on the board, what you want to do is you want to make sure the vote turns out even. So just vote the same thing for all 3 other players. So as you can see right here, it's going to be a no split, and that way they get only a few points. And you also want to be as quick as possible. That way they get no time bonus as well. So just keep that pattern up for the majority of the game until you get to the decisive dimension, which is the final rounds. For this, it's pretty much the same thing, although there are some slight rule changes. So make sure you type in some gibberish when you get the block of text, pick the pre-selected phrase as the audience member, and this time when you get to voting, if you get to this part, make sure you vote for everything but the players thing. So as you can see right here, we made sure it's a tie and we voted for everyone but the player selected. So they only get a few points, but whenever you get that predetermined phrase, what you want to do is you want to make sure you vote in a split with the majority favoring the audience. So as you can see right here, we picked 2 of the audience's selection and then 1 of the other one. That way we are getting a point split as well as the most points allotted to us. After that, the game should end. Once again, just keep up that pattern and you should feed your audience member all of the necessary points. They should outscore the other 3 players, and you should be on your way to the achievement. So it should pop at the results screen. There it is, 50 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.